In the recent past, efforts have been made by tourism sector players to encourage Ugandans to explore their country with initiatives to improve access to major attractions. Campaigns such as Tulambule, translated as Let Us Explore Uganda, were intended to encourage Ugandans to visit local tourism sites like national parks, Uganda Museum, among other attractions. This explains why domestic tourists rose by 25.3% from 890,802 in 2022 to 1,115,169 visitors in 2023. Unfortunately, there was a sharp drop in domestic tourists that got Ugandans worried of what could have fueled the reduction. In 2022, national parks received 216,346 local visitors, while in 2023, the number reduced to 211,689 visitors, registering a drop of 4,657 visitors, which represents 2% in a single year. Geoffrey Baluku, a tourism consultant, attributes the fewer domestic trips to personal financial constraints that limit travel budgets.
There are many family issues which people are going through, and travel is considered a luxury by many people.
The public relations manager at Uganda Wildlife Authority, Bashir Hanji, asserts that government is putting up improved budget accommodation for low-income tourists.
It's not about only entrance fee of 30,000 that you pay, but also have to put in transport, accommodation, and accommodation in the parks is quite on the higher side. We have budget accommodation that we put up, but it's not enough. And we have since concession down to these accommodation facilities.
So if Uganda Wildlife Authority can create concession areas within the national park for budget travelers and maybe have hostels and budget facilities, that could encourage people to go into the national parks, because many of them want to sleep in the national parks.
The Chief Executive Officer at Maleng Travels, Tony Ofonge, says shifts in leisure preferences has seen some tourists opt for open and loud adventure tourism like music and fun. This, he says, has led to an immense decline in visits to tourism attractions and other traditional settings.
They are able to carry their noise, their boom boxes, unlike the regulations in the national parks, which may be also another cause, because national parks look to sustainability and noise pollution, which we Ugandans like being loud about.
There has been renewed effort to attract 1 million Ugandans to visit the different attractions across the country. Sector players say there is need to ingrain the culture of exploring Uganda's rich natural spaces, cultural heritage to a growing middle class.
Traveling is not our culture. We are teaching our people to travel to go and appreciate wildlife. But some of them have been living with forests 100 years ago. We're in forests here. So people know these animals. They've been getting the information from there.
The only way Ugandans move in wholesale is by moving in big buses. There are very few who travel in personal cars and things like that. So to encourage travel for many, they use the buses. But many of these buses, the access to these national parks is not very easy.
Now with 289.6 billion shillings tourism budget, creating awareness campaigns, offering incentives and creating affordable and accessible tourism products for Ugandans are seen as initiatives for a recovery in domestic tourism.